Go.
So you put your reference lines in. I put very, very light reference lines in there, and I'm putting my eyes in. I'm starting with the circles because they're fairly consistent. The 2 circles are fairly there. And then I'm putting the shapes in for the eye. And I believe they're slightly more curved at the bottom than the top. I think I've gone a bit too far apart there, so I'm going to move this one. This is where the rubber comes in handy. You don't have to use it, but it's an eraser in America. It's a rubber in England, Mary.
We'll teach that in school.
And that's only because a rubber in America has got different connotations.
Has over here.
Hello, pushcat.
Right, now the nose, if we come down here, you can see the nose. Again, go back to my reference picture. In fact, I should take the reference picture off there. I've stuck it down. Never mind. The nose is a triangle, basically, but it's quite distinctive. It's got these little sort of hooky bits come out of it, and it's got a line up the middle at the front. And I've looked at lots of pictures, and they all seem to be the same. Okay? You've got a little bit of a mark there, and then you've got this upside down V for the mouth. How are people doing?
Okay, thank you.
I think it's a bit lopsided, my one. So again, I'm going to just rub out the line and bring it in a little bit. That is a bit big. When you're doing sketching, if I was just sketching, I would leave all the lines in. I wouldn't necessarily get rid of any. But because I'm actually going to be painting this afterwards, and I prefer to have it lighter. This is a 2B pencil. It's supposed to rub out easily, but I don't think it does. Could be the paper it's on. Right, so.
My cat's looking like a teddy bear. Does that matter?
Oh, no, that's all right. Now, we've also got this little paw out here. So we've got the paw over here. And coming out from just below the eyes, we have his arm. Coming across, his chin's resting on it.
Cats don't have arms.
They all have legs.
Oh. I just thought you looked to someone. Hiya. You weren't that late.
No. Got back as soon as I could. Didn't want to miss anything.
This cat's got like eyes there.
So there's your shape. Now mine looks like a podgy panda, actually.
Mine looks like Peter.
Interesting.
Got shaved yesterday.
Oh, it's Peter shaved. Wow.
Well, Ben said, I don't like you at all, Grandad, with a beard. He's got his shaved.
Oh, well done, that boy.
You're so funny, Ben.
Please be quiet, Wes Nesson.
Wazzy.
Okay. Everyone happy?
Well.
Schiffer, are you happy? Can you hear us still? Excellent. Cat can hear us.
I liked your dog, Schiffer.
Is it a Sheltie?
Thank you.
Schiffer, what breed is your dog? Is it a Sheltie?
Sheltie, yeah.
Yeah, they're lovely.
And that's why my is always messing, so I have to run out all the time.
It's a pity, isn't it, when that happens? But beautiful dogs.
Oh my God, yeah, it is. But whatever, what can I do, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, we could put loads more detail in, or we could start painting.
Okay.
The only thing I'm going to put in is the pupil of the eyes. Now, cat's eyes are amazing. Not the pupil, the iris, the middle part. What's that? The iris. The pupil. Oh, right. The pupil is the pupil. On this cat,
coloured bit is the iris.
Yeah, the colour bit's the iris. They are like
Gold.
they're long and thin. Sometimes they're round. The cats are amazing. They're be quiet, animal, please. She's sitting on the floor beside me.
That looks cute.
I'd be a bit jealous that you're not painting her.
I've painted her. She won't sit still, I'm telling you.
Oh, what a
Right.
cute nose. And funny when you look close at these things, the amount of detail you can see in a photo of how
Yeah.
they're.
You might want to put just a few lines in to sort of show where the main dark colours are.
Oh, eyes. Right, we're going for eyes.
And sometimes they're symmetrical, sometimes they're not. Is your cat symmetrical, Megan?
Sorry, I was mute. What do you mean symmetrical? The markings,
Her
you mean?
face. Is her face symmetrical with the patterns?
No, not at all.
Yeah, some
That
are some
can be. Your cat.
Yeah, you drew your cat, didn't you, Lydia?
Yeah, mine's a tabby, and I think tabbies are more likely to be symmetrical.
I think you're right, yeah. Right, okay, so that's where I've got to. And now I'm not going to do any more drawing on that. In fact, I think I've overdrawn it a little bit already, but it doesn't matter, she says. So now I'm going to go to my watercolours. Mary, if you're using your watercolour, that's fine. If you're using your acrylics, to get a grey, you can do white and black, but you can also do a red in there to get a different shade of it. But if you're using,
Go on.
if you're using your watercolour, you can use burnt umber and blue will make a grey. So a brown and a blue will make a grey.
My cat looks like nothing on earth.
Well, my cat doesn't look like the cat in the picture, but it doesn't matter. It will work out in the end.
It's a bit strange having all the pencil. You know, like Eileen's lady, the painter, who, you know,
Judy.
rubs out some of them. Yeah. I think I might do a bit of that.
It's interesting because when we did that course with her,
Yeah.
she said do a lot of detail.
Yeah.
Then half rub it out.
She didn't rub out that much, did she?
Not a huge amount, but she
Breaks the line.
paints very, very faintly.
Do you know what? I haven't got a palette. Never mind.
Oh, I learned something about palettes this week,
What did you
Right.
learn?
which was all my palettes that are bought from an art shop, I've bought plastic ones, all right? Just, I don't know, probably cheaper and bought them on bulk. And one of the little things I was watching was saying, if you've done that, fine, carry on, and you're obviously used to using them, great. If you buy the ceramic ones, you know when you put your watercolour on your plastic one and you mix it, it sort of runs to the edge and sort of moves around. If you do it on a ceramic one, all the colour stays together and the water stays all in a pool. So it's much easier to pick the colours up. So there you go. That was my...
Would it work on the tile? Because I was thinking of using a tile to do mine.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I use white plates.
I've got a white plate, well, an off-white plate now that I've used.
The other thing that's good though is, I don't know, Eileen, if you found this or Francis, to get a glass chopping board.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, that would work.
Instead of paying £40 for a glass palette, you buy a chopping board. for about
I've got really
10
nice
quid.
ones in Sainsbury's for under a fiver, glass chopping boards.
Oh,
Not
well, there
with
you go.
patterns on, just plain glass. Well, I like
No,
plain
this is
glass.
plain glass, and you know.
Francis,
really good.
you're painting it all in grey now, are you?
I am. I'm going to do a sort of undercoat of grey,
Okay,
light
so it's
grey.
quite watery.
Yeah. So it's quite.
Let's see what mix and palette I shall use. That's my wonderful choice. And you said burnt amber and
A blue.
a blue.
Yeah, it makes a lovely.
Yeah. And the less water you use, the more opaque it is. Is that the right word? Translucent it is.
No, it's
I've got them back to the front.
Oh, which one's which?
No, you just need to add lots of water to make it very light.
Okay. Right, that's what I've already got on here. And burnt umber. Let me have a look at my wonderful little colour charts.
Some sets come with the grey. You've got Payne's grey, which is quite a dark one, isn't it?
It can be dark or it can be light, Payne's grey. Again, just that amount of water is going to make a difference. But it's a lovely, it's a warmish grey, isn't it?
Oh, I could use
Yeah.
I won't. I like
Right,
mixed,
it says brown.
except that I haven't got burnt amber. I suppose any colour would do.
Any brown will do. Burnt amber's just the classical one.
Which is surprising, isn't in either of these painting trays sets I've got.
Oh, I like that colour.
Oh yes, I have. That brown one there. Thought I had.
So you're basically putting a wash on in the grey, yeah?
Yeah. I've gone slightly darker on one side because it seems, if you look at the picture, it does seem to be slightly darker on one side.
Well, not darker
But
on
I'm
mine.
basically putting. It does. Have a look around the eye and you'll see.
Oh, it's very dark on the left-hand side, my one. Because I printed out the picture and I probably put it on little
You
ink.
printed it, oh, of course, because you're, yeah, all right.
She's got the technology.
We
Hey,
can
we're all
rebuild
doing
you.
well with the technology.
Well, a printer's technically.
Francis, could you
So
give me?
So,
Are you doing the nose as well? You're doing absolutely everything this way, are you?
Wait a second, Shiv.
Blue.
I'll give you in a minute.
right, Mary, I didn't hear you. Could you say it again, please?
In watercolours, to mix the grey, what do you mix?
A blue and a brown.
Blue and a brown. Thank you.
And
Right,
lots
my
of water to start with. Lots of water so you don't overdo it.
Are you colouring in the nose as well?
No.
But the red bit, no.
But you're colouring the mouth?
So she's basically using this color for the values, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
This is the
easy.
lightest. Almost the lightest.
Yeah, it is the lightest. And it's to do with putting on different layers. It's interesting because I never used to do that. And I think since we've been painting on this, I've started seeing the depth is more if you let it dry a little bit and then
add some more, yeah.
add some more. And I think it gives more depth. Am I right? What do you think?
I think so.
So
Definitely. And I think with this cat, you're almost wanting to hold their shape with a wash. Otherwise, if you just left the paper, you know, there's watercolour, sometimes you leave the white come through just as the paper.
yeah.
But I'd lose this fella, so I'm giving him that light wash, like you said, all over, and then you can make it darker with layers.
Yeah, and that's because near enough all of it is grey, if you see what I mean.
Jiffa, did you get an answer to your question, or?
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear the question.
Yeah.
You worked it out.
You see, I mean, I can hear everything's great. I can't really see, but I know what you're saying. So you're using this gray as for your values, darker and lighter, and just, you know, the shape of the you know, the value of the cat. You said the darker side and stuff. So that's what I'm doing, you know.
Shiva, how come you can't see?
I can see.
You're not looking.
It's like fuzzy, but don't worry about it because
Oh,
I mean I
okay.
can hear you. I
Yeah.
can hear this,
Okay.
and I put a picture of the cat on my phone too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I put, oh, I can see. Yeah, I can see her. Yeah. So she's doing the same color, but dark. You haven't changed colors, right? You're just doing the darker.
No, I have actually gone a bit darker with it, and I'm doing, while it's still wet, this is new, I haven't done this before. I wanted to see what would happen if I drop wet in wet. And you know how it spreads out?
Yeah, it gets
I
that
thought that
dirty.
might look like hair and fur,
Yeah.
but it's not quite as good. But it works, it's all right.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Oh, I've got purple.
I mean, I thought you being very good, yeah.
Need a drink.
Oh,
You all right, Mary?
yeah, it's just that my computer my other computer kept on cutting out and going back to reboot Zoom. So I was stretching. I don't know. Now I'm back to my normal computer.
She hasn't got hers the right way round, I think, did she? I can't see. Yeah, June's is wide on
Okay,
that.
I'm now going to go to the eyes.
The other bits are settling in.
So the eyes mainly are yellow, bright yellow.
Oh, yeah, pussycat.
Oh, smooth pussycat.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Quite a cute cat, isn't he?
Look at his little head. He's cute.
Oh,
So it's so hot here. I'm telling you, it's hotter than Cyprus or
Really?
Sudan or anything. It's so hot here. Oh my God.
wow. How hot's that? 30, 40?
I don't know. We're American. We stayed in the old system, so
Oh,
I'm
what's
going
it in
to
the
tell
old
you
system?
like 90.
Oh, no.
90.
90. Oh, yeah, that sounds quite hot.
Yeah, isn't it stupid? I mean, years and years ago, the whole world went metric, and then the United States, like, no, we're going to stay with miles and feet, and like, yeah,
We've still
whatever.
got the miles.
I'm sorry?
We've still got miles.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah, it's just us Irish that have gone with the...
One thing you've got that nobody knows what it is when you weigh yourself and you've lost stones, like, the rest of the world don't know what that is.
Yeah, but I mean, in pounds, I think it's confusing. I have to always divide by 14.
Yeah, you do. You have to think of the ways of converting things backwards and forwards.
This is very cute, drawing a cute cat. It's a really nice
It's nice.
seeing the little cute fella, isn't it? Cute.
He's a good specimen. Oh, black line. I don't want that.
Oh, you're doing the eyes. What colour? Sorry, I'm getting carried away with my stripes and my cat.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Pay attention, Kathleen. It's yellow.
Not
All
just
right, Shiva.
yellow. We want to know posh names for yellow, though. Is
Do we
it
have mandarin yellow or lemon yellow? Those are my choices.
I don't think
Yeah, but it's art. It's art. You can be what you want, right?
I think it's not lemon yellow, but it might be a mix of that. Is it, Fran?
It could be
Well,
Indian yellow.
I actually think you can do whatever you like, because you want to put a little bit of different colour in there, because cat's eyes aren't just one colour normally. You don't want to put too
It's
much.
about layers as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're beautiful
Have you?
greens, aren't they?
Oh,
Some of them are, yeah. But even if you look closely at this cat, the eye's got some green in it as well. So I'm just trying to work out what colour it was yellow.
Oh, it's nice having it on the phone. You can pull up that size thing.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Hello, Lynn.
Remember your cat Pushkin?
Yeah. Wow, Shifa, that's good.
Memory.
He peed all over me, and then when I was holding him on the porch and a car went by, he scratched the hell out of me. I don't know why I was holding him. So
So you've got fond memories.
two
So-
really fond memories of Pushkin. I've never had a cat peel me while I'm holding him.
That's too green.
Lean through a stop at it, a door stop at Pushkin.
Really?
I've still got the I've still got the door stop.
Was he not a fan of Pushkin then?
I don't know, he was only
That's
little.
like puke.
Mistake.
isn't it?
It was that war thing with, I don't know what quote it's got on it.
Who
Oh.
named the dog? I mean, this is a Russian something, right?
Pushkin,
What is
the
that?
cat. The name was because
King, right?
Pusheen is Gaelic for cat, or used to be, or my mother thought it was. And
Pushing
none
the
of
baby cat.
Pushkin, kitten, and none of us could say it. So Pushkin was ended up with the derivation from that.
Maybe it was Kim that just leaned through a thing at.
Oh,
No, Kim was
very
the one that
nervous.
wouldn't go to anybody except Grandad.
He was definitely
It's really
Dad's.
funny. Do you remember when Grandad
Right.
died?
Yeah.
Simon, we were round at that evening. After he died. We were round at wherever they lived, Mega Road, and for the first time ever, the cat went and just sat on Simon's lap. And before that, he wouldn't go near him or near any of them.
Well, he was we had to spend hours feeding him bacon, getting him out of the cellar because we got him as a
Oh yeah.
leftover cat.
Latter.
So about a year when he came out. So he was always a bit nervous.
And then when he got old, he
Tell
was
me
staying
age-wise, how long ago was Kim? Was Kim before Pushkin?
No.
No.
So
Kim was probably when you were at college. Kim was
Kim-
quite recent.
Yeah,
Relatively.
in the last years.
Yeah. Relatively then.
I had a cat. Don't you remember our cat Honey with the honey-colored eyes?
Oh, yes.
God, that's another one. Name from the past.
We had him very briefly. I don't remember how that happened, but he had the most gorgeous honey-colored eyes, and that's why we called him Honey. You know, I guess. I don't know. I was too little. But he was there, and then he wasn't there. So I don't know what happened.
Oh.
It happens with cats and dogs. Whoops. I have that at the same angle as that.
Anyway, so then I'm
They're
doing the
all
nose.
heartbreaking.
Oh, phone's got a baby.
It's funny, when you've drawn it, you can see whether you're out of proportion or not.
So you've now outlined the nose and your.
Yeah. And I'm
and
just
your
starting.
dark.
I had some black on my brush, so I'm just putting in some more dark lines. And I did actually use black. A lot of people say you shouldn't use black on watercolor. They say you should make a color that goes, but black,
Like
you've got it there, you
purple.
might as well use it. So now I'm starting to look at really dark areas. So underneath his chin here, or her chin, there's a lot of dark. So I'm going to start doing that a little bit. I'm waiting for the...
Oh, my electricity's gone. That's going to be fun. Are you still there, Shifa? Oh, really? Might go out again then, mightn't it?